So Ping have brought out a 3-wood which is priced at £499. We're going to take a look at it in this video, test it and see if it's worth the money. So earlier this year we saw the introduction of the Ping G430 range, but the LST 3-wood didn't arrive at the same time. It has now just come out. It's a bit of a higher price point. We're going to take a look at that and I'm going to put it up against the standard G430 Max 3-wood to see what the differences are between these two golf clubs. So LST stands for low spin technology. We see that in the driver for the players who are trying to get that spin number down. Now we're seeing this into the 3-wood as well. This particular club is very much being driven from tour. Tour players are wanting this particular club to go in the bag. So Ping have brought this to market, but they understand this is going to be a very small market, you know, for the guys who sort of wanting that low spin 3-wood, typically your faster swing speeds, needing to try and control spin with a 3-wood. So let's talk a little bit about the technology in this club and how this is maybe different to the standard G430 Max, which we are going to hit in this video. So we've now got a titanium face wrap. We've also got a titanium body with that little bit of that carbon wrap on the crown of the golf club there to obviously save that weight. There is now a huge 80-gram tungsten plate in the sole, so that's going to really get the CG low and back to increase ball speed. So the talk about this golf club is all about faster ball speeds, lower spin numbers for greater distance. Okay, so let's get underway, hit some shots with the LST. So 3-wood, and only comes in a 3-wood. There's no other 5-woods or anything like that. 3-wood only, 15-degree only. Obviously, you've got adjustability in the tuning port there, so you can move that loft and light as you can do with all the Ping woods. And straight away, when you're sitting that down by the golf ball, it is a Ping look. We don't have the turbulators on the fairway wood, so it's a cleaner look on the top, which I like. Matte black, sits incredibly square, sits fantastic, and quite a squat sort of head. A little bit more squat in comparison to the standard G430 Max. Okay, that came out a little bit lower there. Definitely got a very forward flight on that. Just a little bit up that left-hand side. So carrying out a 250, running out sort of 273. So obviously first instincts there, very much a Ping sounding golf club, that little bit higher pingy sort of sound to it, as we know with a lot of Ping woods. Does sit very nice behind that ball. We just see a very faint carbon on the back half of the crown, just showing through, a little bit of lipsticking on the edges of the heel of the toe, just a little subtle dot on the top that just indicates the center for a little bit of alignment. That's a good strike, just a little bit up the left again, but that's a fantastic flight. That'd be an interesting one to sort of see. I think I'll get a little bit more out of that through that strike. So yeah, spin just over that, well, around that 3200 mark, carry touching up to that 260, 276. Good ball flight, just need to watch my alignment a little bit here. Really good solid feel, very sort of forward flight. So maybe the type of golfer this is really going to be aimed at, it's probably like say maybe somebody like myself, that quicker swing speed, trying to control spin, get that forward flight, little bit more distance off the tee. Potentially this could be a little bit of a backup driver replacement in a way, you know, that lower launch, a little bit lower spin, got some movability in the loft and the light as we said before, so that can actually turn down to about 13.5 and also can go up to about 16.5 as well. Ooh, right, that's a little bit off the bottom, a little bit cutty. That'll probably spin up a little bit more through that strike, I would imagine. How does it control that spin? Yeah, got up to about 4,000 there, that spin. So dropping off a little bit of distance to that slight imperfection on strike, but it's not bad. 260, a slight miss it, take that. It's found in that fairway. I'm gonna put this up against the standard G430 Max. I'm going to keep the shaft exactly the same. So for anybody wanting to know what shaft I've got in there today, is the Ping Tour 2.0 and it's the black Tour shaft at 75 in an X Flex. That's better shot. That was the best one of the lot so far. Really good forward flight on that. I'd be quite confident hitting that back into a wind, to be honest, with that type of flight. Yeah, 250 seems to be the sort of sweet spot when I get that good strike there, and just around that 250 carry mark, getting out to that sort of 270 area. Okay, and that was a touch low. Fantastic flight. That hasn't really sort of climbed, so I imagine spin will go up a little bit there, but not huge. Yeah, 3.6, that's pretty decent from that strike. Again, around that 250, so pretty consistent. Now, we can't really go any further in this video about talking about the price, because this is going to come in at a whopping £499. Now, Probably you're thinking that's absolutely ridiculous for a 3-wood. Bearing in mind the driver in LST is 529, which is only £30 more for the driver, so it's a lot of money. But basically Ping are saying this costs more to produce than the standard one, hence the price. I don't know, Ping aren't really the type that would sort of pull your wool over your eyes and just charge you an absolute fortune, so I'm guessing that is the case. So when you compare that to the likes of maybe the TaylorMade Stealth plus fairway wood, which is the titanium head with the carbon, that's coming in at 379, so another £120 more for the Ping. Right, okay, so shaft switched over now into the standard 430 Max. Going to hit some shots. I'm not going to show you all the shots with this because we're going to quickly hit those. Then we'll look at the comparison, the numbers, and maybe see if there's a difference between these two clubs. Right, there's a good test straight away because that is off the bottom of the club. It's flown pretty well. It looks to have climbed a little bit. I'm going to guess that spin's got up. Yeah, so there we go. 4,500. So that spin straight away on the bottom of the golf club has gone up. I think I hit a 4,000 when I got a real bottom strike with the LST. So there's another 500 revs there. You can clearly see then that's dropping off quite a bit of distance. Okay, yeah, that's much higher. That is flying really high. It looks to be spinning more. I've hit that pretty well. A little bit of left to right shape on that, but again, really high on that spin. Okay, so there's quick batch hit with the standard Max. Let's go and check the differences out between those golf clubs. So quick look at the dispersion rings there. So the white being the LST, orange being the standard Max. Clearly see the LST getting some more distance there. And then just looking at the averages on those batch of shots hit with each. So we can see club head speed pretty identical as we're going to expect. A little bit more ball speed there with the LST. So maybe that extra bit of weight there, and Ping are saying there's a little bit more ball speed, definitely sort of seeing that. So just about 2 miles an hour on average, launching a little bit lower and spinning about 700-800 revs lower than the standard Max. Max did climb very high. You can see the peak height there, averaging at 113.87. So it is a different golf club, getting me a little bit more distance. So LST 3-wood from Ping's not going to be everybody's cup of tea, especially at that price point. Post comments down below, let me know your thoughts. As always, appreciate watching the video. Hopefully we'll catch up with you all very soon.